More protests this weekend outside a London hotel thought to be housing asylum seekers. Those inside looking out on the anger as the government searches for new ways to lower the temperature. Now, social media adverts like these from smugglers selling channel crossings will be targeted with the creation of a new offence punishable by up to 5 years in prison.
I think it's 22,000 of these adverts have been taken down over the last year or so. So there is good work going on. That has to carry on. But we also want to actually go after the individuals and criminalise what they are doing in that they are selling this false narrative that you can safely travel illegally to the United Kingdom in a small boat for a sum of money.
People like Aman Hassanzada, seen in this online video in which he's praised as the best and bravest smuggler. Zada was jailed for 17 years in November. Critics argue powers to tackle these criminals already exist, and these new laws will do little to put people off crossing the channel. To help do that, the Home Secretary has said she'll bring in new rules to cut the backlog of outstanding asylum claims. Yvette Cooper told the Sunday Times she'll overhaul the current system when Parliament returns in the autumn in order to speed up the appeals process. On average, it takes 54 weeks for an appeal to be heard after an asylum seeker has had their claim rejected. That's led to a backlog of just over 50,000 outstanding appeals as of March, a record high. And that's on top of almost 79,000 asylum claims that are waiting for an initial decision. One way the Home Office wants to speed up the appeals process is by restricting when people can claim under the European Convention on Human Rights. But there's also talk of revamping the broader system to introduce tighter deadlines within which people will have to file their appeals. That's been tried here before, though. Under Tony Blair, a fast-track scheme saw many asylum seekers detained and subject to an accelerated claims process. But the programme was suspended after being found unlawful by the courts.
We've seen the speeding up before. We've seen the speeding up of the initial asylum claims, and that's resulted in a huge number of appeals, as just been stated. And why is that? Because individuals, those that are assessing the claims, are often relying on out-of-date reports.
This is why there's pressure to act. Small boat arrivals crossed 25,000 this week, faster than in any previous year. The government now keen to keep its efforts in the public eye. Crises around the world creating a political crisis here. Rob Powell, Sky News in Westminster.